YouTube! What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Good evening, good morning, whatever time you're watching this video, man. And as y'all can tell by the thumbnail and the title, man, I got something for more so of like the people who just now graduate high school or about to graduate high school, or even the people, like myself. I graduated high school about 3 years ago, almost 4 years. It's so important, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like it's important, bro. Between the ages of 18 and 25, that's when you feel me. It's really time to start locking in and getting your life together, bro. Everybody, bro, don't listen to nobody when they say, bro, the only people that you should listen to outside of high school, no offense, bro, but don't listen to somebody who's working at McDonald's, flipping burgers and patties at the age of 50 when they say, oh, you're young, live your life, live your life. Why? So I can end up like you? That's not the goal. Y'all got to put y'all high school behind y'all. Put high school behind y'all, bro. Put it behind y'all. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares if you drop 20 points, 20 rebounds, 20 assists. Nobody cares about none of that. I said no pickles on my burger, bro. I said no pickles. You feel me? When you get out of high school, bro, don't matter what you want to do, no matter if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, a content creator, you want to go to the military, you feel me? Whatever you want to do, do it. And do it with a passion, bro. Advice can come from anybody. Advice can come from a homeless person on the street. I done got advice from some very, 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 very interesting people. For some very interesting people, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like it actually helped me, bro. Don't be afraid to take advice from anybody, but like there's just certain advice from certain people that you just shouldn't take. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Just be careful who you take advice from, bro. Be careful who you take advice from. You don't have that much time. We don't have that much time on this earth, bro. So why not doing something that you love? You'd hate to be that person, whose they 20s are over with. Now they in their 30s, 40s, 50s, you feel me? And they still looking back like, dang, what did I do wrong with my life? Like I love to, draw and stuff like that, but I'm not an artist, or I love to do this, that, and the third, and I'm not doing this, that, and the third. That was one of my biggest fears graduating out of high school. Cause if you know me, you feel me, y'all know that, bro, Rail has worked a lot of 9-to-5s. I've worked a lot of 9-to-5s, 13 to be exact. And 10 of them were in a year span. I done had a lot of them, and I'm only 22, bro. Bro, you are not meant on this earth to be ordinary. Yes, I understand. You feel me? Everybody, not everybody can be an entrepreneur. Not everybody can be a content creator. Not everybody can be a basketball player. Not everybody can be a football player. Not everybody can, do all these things that the world makes it out to be. Yeah, it gets to a point, dude. Like. Sometimes, you gotta get your shit together. You feel me? Like, you gotta get your shit together, bro. When I quit my Walmart job last year in December, when I quit my Walmart job out here in Houston, and I started doing TikTok, bro, my first check was like $6,500.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50
literally
per
when you realize how easy it is to make money out here, bro, how easy it is to, actually follow your dreams. I wouldn't say it's easy, but you have a choice, bro. It's 2025. You have a choice. So from the ages of 19 to 25, instead of y'all idiots telling people, oh, you have all this time, have fun. No. From 19 to 25, that's when you have the most time to fuck up, literally. That's when you have the most time to mess up in life. When you're young is when you're supposed to take risks, take leaps of faith. Step outside your comfort zone. Drop that little, drop your last $100 on your clothing brand, or drop your last $400 or $500 on that nursing course, or, drop that money on that, on those classes, for whatever. I don't know, bro. Just drop it. Especially while you're young, bro. When you have no kids, when you have no responsibilities, when you're just at your parents' house. And a lot of you, trust me, I know a couple people whose parents will never kick them out the house. They will never kick them out the house. They can literally sit in their crib and stack up money. I wish I had that luxury, but I unfortunately did not have that luxury. Have that luxury of, just sitting in my parents' house freeloading and making bread. Nope, you were paying something, you feel me? But it teaches you, how it is and how it's going to be in the real world. Lock in, bro. From 19 to 25, especially my young males out there. 18 to 25. Lock in, bro. This is your time where, you get to know yourself outside of high school. This is your time where you can mess up the most. And I'm not saying just do anything. Don't just do dumb stuff that doesn't make sense. When I say mess up, I mean taking that risk on something that you never thought that you would do, but you're trying it. You feel me? Even if you fail at it, take that risk. Drop, like I said, drop that. You drop your last $100 on something that you desire, that you hold dear to your heart. Get out your city, gang. I was 20 years old when I moved out here to Houston by myself with $1,000, bro. If I could do it, bro, anybody could do it, bro. $1,000 is not a lot of money, gang. I'm telling y'all right now. It ran out quickly. It ran out very quickly. Even though I was saving my money, but it ran out so quick, But God made a way, bro. God for sure made a way. God will always make a way. When you have a relationship with God, it doesn't make things easier, but, it gives you a sense of hope, and it gives you a promise that, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay, and everything's going to work out, bro. But yeah, chat, that's all that I have for y'all today. You see how I'm starting to be a little bit more consistent, you feel me? Back-to-back vids and stuff like that. I'm starting to be a little bit more consistent. I love y'all, man. Make sure y'all be safe and stay dangerous. Yeah, Lord.